let's get it going. Let's begin. We are ready. All right. Um, Gotta get situated over here. Gotta get all my shit in order. But let those questions roll through. I'll answer them as they come in, and we will take a look at all the rankings, all the stuff you need. Okay. Just getting my view in order. Got all this shit on my screen at the moment. Trying to figure it out. I am tired today. Slept in. Just put on this beanie. Fuck it. Okay. Patrick Grant with a question. PPR, Chandler or Shakir? I assume you mean like Ty Chandler? That's the only Chandler I can think of at the moment. I'm going to go Shakir. I think Shakir is really interesting. Let me pull up my receiver rankings real quick. I have Shakir above Gabe Davis. I think Gabe Davis is like risky, and I think Shakir may have overtaken him. I have Shakir at 42. I have Shakir at 42. I do not have Chandler top 40. I think Shakir is more interesting. I think there's more upside with Shakir. Matchup's also really good against Philly. The Eagles have a very vulnerable secondary at the moment. And Stephon Diggs has been a little vulnerable lately. I think Shakir's really interesting. I actually picked up Shakir in the subscriber league. I was tempted to roll him out there, but I'm not going to do it because Cooper Kupp is available. So, no, I'd go Shakir over Ty Chandler, especially in full PPR. I think there's more receptions for Shakir. He's catching like every single target thrown his way. I think I would go Shakir over Ty Chandler. But, sorry, Chris Tyler is asking Kyron Williams or Cooper Kupp at flex. Damn, that's a good one. I think Kyron is going to be the more likely touchdown producer. I worry about Cooper Kupp a little bit. I know he's been bad lately. I think that the targets will continue, but I'm going to go Kyron Williams. I have Kyron top 12, and I think from a floor standpoint, Kyron is more interesting, a little safer. I have Kupp top 10, but like he's a high upside but like low floor type of option. He's been brutal lately, and I think if you just want safety, I would go Kyron Williams because the Rams go with the running backs on the goal line. They definitely try to run it more often than throw it in the red zone. So I think Kyron Williams would be my option. I know there's some reports that he may have a limited snap count this week, but I don't really buy into that. I think, yeah, maybe his snaps are a little bit lower, but I don't think the touches go down, especially in the red zone. I think after a full week of practice, Kyron Williams will be fine. I'm going to go Kyron Williams over Cooper Kupp. It feels weird, but I'm going to go Kyron Williams just because that injury is a little bit more present and looming for Cooper Kupp. But GOAT mode, Thielen or Warren? I should have benched McLaurin. Shake my head. Oh, did you start McLaurin in the subscriber league? Let me take a look at that. I don't think it probably looks like it's a different league. I think that's it's a different league you're talking about. Okay, but I'm gonna go Jalen Warren. Warren's on fire right now. Warren cannot be stopped. I think the new offensive coordinator leans into it. I think we're going to see more touches for Warren. Decent matchup for him as well. I think Jalen Warren is the way to go. I do not see a touchdown for Adam Thielen, whereas I do see it for Warren. And maybe if you're in full PPR, you could bet on Thielen, but I think he's more of a floor play. Warren has that upside. Definitely going to go Jalen Warren. I think he's just on fire right now. Got to trust him with the talent. But Patrick Grant also asking Kyler or Dobbs. Ooh, that's a close one. I think I have them back to back. I think I have Dobbs one spot higher. I do. I'm going to go Josh Dobbs. I think with Marquise Brown injured, and a little bit of low passing touchdown upside in Arizona. I think Kyler is a little bit more, lower ceiling than Dobbs. They both offer that rushing upside, but I think Dobbs has the better weapons. And I think in this matchup, I think the Bears defense scares me a little bit less than the Rams defense. I know it's close. It's not like a huge gap, but you could really just trust your gut. If you really want to go with Kyler, I wouldn't feel bad about it. I think there's really high floor with Kyler, but I think I would go Josh Dobbs. I think there's just a little bit more upside with Josh Dobbs, in my opinion. So give me Josh Dobbs. But Apes is asking pick 2 running backs, 1 flex PPR. Mixon, JT, Keaton Mitchell, or Kyron Williams, Zay Flowers, Rondale Moore. Okay, you need 2 running backs. I'm going to go with Kyron Williams. I believe Kyron is a top 12 option this week. Yeah, I literally have him right there at number 12. And then Jonathan Taylor, I have 14. Meanwhile, Mixon, I don't know exactly what to predict for Mixon. I have him outside the top 20. I worry about this Jake Browning offense. It didn't look too good when he took over last week. And yes, he has some practice, but it is in division. I don't feel great about the Bengals in this matchup. So I'm going to bench Mixon. I'm also going to bench Keaton Mitchell. And then for the flex, I am going to go with Zay Flowers. I feel really good about Zay Flowers this week. Great matchup against the Chargers. I have Zay Flowers number 24. He's top 25 for me this week. And while he was a little bit limited in practice, he was full on Friday. I'm not worried about Zay Flowers missing any time. With no Mark Andrews, they got to lean more on the rookie. I got Flowers as a very, very good option. So give me JT, give me Kyron Williams, and give me Zay Flowers. In that spot, I'm not going to trust Rondale Moore at all. So those are the 3 I would want. JT, Kyron, and Zay Flowers. But Olrak is asking, start 2 running backs, Derrick Henry, Rashad White, Kareem Hunt, or Madison. I think I'm going to go with Rashad White, lean into the matchup. The matchup is just so good. The Colts have allowed 9 touchdowns to running backs in their last 5 games. I have Rashad White, number 11. I'm not too worried about that knee injury cropping up. I think he'll be fine. He was just limited in practice. I think he'll be okay. So definitely going to go Rashad White. And then in the same vein, I got to trust the matchup. I'm going to go Derrick Henry. Henry has that 20-point upside. I know he's been terrible the last 2 games, but against the Panthers, the game script should really favor him. And I think I got to trust him. I worry about Kareem Hunt with the DTR under center. The Broncos defense has been legit lately. And last week he got vultured on the goal line by Jerome Ford. If Hunt is not scoring touchdowns, then he doesn't really offer you anything. So I'm not going to go with Kareem Hunt. And Chicago's run defense is actually one of the best in the leagues. So I'm not going to go with Madison either. I'm going to start Rashad White and Derrick Henry. I have Derrick Henry 15. I have the other 2 outside the top 30. Yeah, I got Madison at 32. I got Kareem Hunt 34. I'm definitely going Derrick Henry and Rashad White. That is for sure. But looks like we got a super chat. Thank you, Bruce Cowdrey, for the donation. Really appreciate it. Is Dortch a safe play in full PPR today? Also choose one, Douglas or Downs. Thank you. Dortch is really hard to predict, to be honest with you. I kind of forgot about him yesterday. Let me remind myself how many targets he got last week. Dortch saw the most targets in this offense last week, 6 for 76, but on the year prior to that, he only had 2 targets total. So he's a little bit hard to like fully endorse, but if last week was a good suggestion, then in full PPR, you would feel a little more confident about him. I would probably rank him like around Odell. I think him and Odell would kind of have a similar value. I'd rank him around number 40. So he's a low-end flex option. I don't feel great about him. I feel like you're getting similar risk with like Khalil Shakir, OBJ, Gabe Davis. You know, you could absolutely get a bagel. Very touchdown dependent to go over 10. But in full PPR, I think you might get like 5 receptions pretty safely and securely. So I think he's decent. I think in full PPR, he's more interesting. I really don't think he scores a touchdown, though. So I don't expect him to go over 10 11 points in full PPR. So he's fine. I wouldn't feel great about it. I think, guys like Rashee Rice, Rashid Shaheed, OBJ, Khalil Shakir, Amari Cooper as well. Those are kind of like comparable values. And Cooper gets a downgrade because of the matchup. So historically, I would definitely prefer Cooper over Dortch. He's okay, not great, but if you're picking between Demario Douglas or Josh Downs, 100%, I'm going with Josh Downs. Absolutely prefer Josh Downs over Demario Douglas. I have Douglas, not even top 50 actually. He's just outside the top 50. I got him like 52, something like that. Whereas Josh Downs, I have top 30. I have Josh Downs at 28. I'm 100% going with Josh Downs. The matchup is elite against Tampa Bay. They cannot stop the pass. And I think Josh Downs is going to have a very, very good game. From a floor standpoint, I see like 6 for 70, something like that, as like a pretty safe guarantee for Josh Downs. I think in full PPR, about 13 points, something like that. I definitely go Josh Downs. I do not feel great about Demario Douglas, especially with Devontae Parker coming back. That kind of throws a wrench into that system. Give me Josh Downs over Demario Douglas. But thank you for the donation once again. But Biggest Bird is asking, Sup Blunt, Pierce or Ty Chandler? Yikes. I don't think I trust Ty Chandler. I know he had some interesting plays last week, like that fake punt that went his way, but I think he benefited from Madison being in the concussion protocol, and then they game planned for him a little bit more during the week. So they had some plays dialed up for him, and they used him. But I don't think they're gonna lean on him moving forward. I think Pierce would be more interesting. I do rank Pierce top 40. I don't have Pierce high. I have Pierce at like 35. I want to say. Yeah, I got him at 35. I do not have Ty Chandler top 40. It's a bad matchup against the Bears. The Bears know how to stop the run very, very well. So you're hoping for those receptions with Ty Chandler. And I think Pierce is still the guy they would like to get going in Houston. And that's why I would go with Pierce. He's been a little brutal this year, but I think he's a little more trustworthy than Ty Chandler, in my opinion, because the matchup isn't as bad. I think I'd go Pierce, but neither of them I think score a touchdown. I think they're both bad options. Good luck, Biggest Bird. Don't feel great about it, but I'm going to go Damian Pierce. Olrak is asking Josh Dobbs or T-Law. Very good question. I believe I have them back to back as well. Yeah. Previously, I was asked Josh Dobbs or Kyler Murray. I got Trevor Lawrence one spot above Josh Dobbs. Lawrence was amazing last week. 4 total touchdowns, 2 of them rushing scores. That's not something that happens all the time. Like he only has like 2 games with more than 1 touchdown on the year. So Lawrence, I understand, is a bit concerning, but he had some elite upside last week. And I really think there's like some shootout potential in this divisional game. I would go Trevor Lawrence. I don't feel great about it. I think there's the higher ceiling with Lawrence. I think there's the higher floor with Dobbs because there's more rushing appeal with Dobbs. But I think if you're just chasing upside, I think Lawrence has the higher like 20-point appeal this week. I think Dobbs is safer for like 18, 17, 16. But I think if one of them's going to get you 25, it would be Trevor Lawrence. That would be my gut call because I don't think do not think Jefferson is going to play. If Justin Jefferson was available, then I'd probably go Josh Dobbs, but he is not. He is still on IR at the moment, and do not expect him to be playing. So, yeah, I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence. I think with Zay Jones available, Calvin Ridley's going to step up as he does in that situation. I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence over Josh Dobbs. It's very close, though. Very, very close. But RCM is asking Edwards, Ford, Rice, or Shaheed. Full point PPR. Thanks, brother. The PPR makes it interesting, but I think you just have to trust Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards is just so reliable for touchdowns. I have him clearly as a top, I want to say 15, 16 running back. I have him really high this week. Yeah, I got Gus Edwards at number 17 Meanwhile, Ford I have outside the top 30. Rice and Shaheed are also both outside the top 30. I'm going to go Gus Edwards. The Chargers can't really stop anyone, and the Ravens definitely win this game with no Andrews. They're going to go more run heavy in the red zone. Give me Gus Edwards for sure. Definitely see a touchdown for Gus Edwards this week. But Aaron Holloway is asking Pop or Deontay Johnson. Pop. Who is Pop? Am I? Who the fuck is Pop? Who is Pop? Seriously, I don't know who Pop is. Um, please clarify. I would like to know who you mean by Pop. So maybe I just can't think of him at all. Who the fuck is Pop? Yeah, okay. I'll go Deontay Johnson because I don't know who Pop is. But Patrick Grant, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. There's no question linked, but thanks for the 99 cents. I appreciate it, pal. Thank you very much. But where was I? Yeah, Aaron, let me know in the comment section. Who do you mean by Pop? I have no idea who that is. Okay. iDub. Hi, San Francisco PPR. Pick two. Superflex PPR. Bryce Young, Nico, or Flowers. Thank you. Okay, I'm definitely going with Zay Flowers as one of them. 100% Zay Flowers. But Bryce Young doesn't offer much upside. I don't think I'm going to go with Bryce Young in Superflex. I'm going to go Nico and Zay Flowers. I have them both top 25. I got them back to back. Meanwhile, um, yeah, I have Zay Flowers and Nico 24-25, and then at quarterback, I don't even have Bryce Young like top 25. I got Bryce Young at the bottom, number 30. Yeah, I do not trust Bryce Young. I don't think he's going to give you 10 points. Give me the two receivers. Give me Nico and Flowers in Superflex full PPR. 100%. Yeah, with the PPR value, definitely going to go with the receivers. Not going with Bryce Young. But good luck there. Patrick Grant, likely or Shakir? I think I'm going to still go Shakir. I think Shakir has more upside. I think likely is not a safe bet. I did not rank him top 20 this week. I got a bad feeling about likely. I want to see it before I trust it with likely. I'm going to go Shakir in that spot. Good luck, Patrick. But David Ratz is asking, what's up? Would you trade Cooper Kupp for Jahmyr Gibbs? I think I might. I think I might do that. Cooper Kupp has been a little brutal lately. Meanwhile, Jahmyr Gibbs is. I know the game wasn't like amazing last week, but he's really solid, plays in a really good offense, and the touchdown's usually a hit for Gibbs. I think I would prefer Jahmyr Gibbs. I feel a little more confident with Gibbs. I think that Thanksgiving game was kind of a fluke against the Packers. I think the Lions offense is going to put up 30 plus points most of the time, and Gibbs is usually going to find the end zone. So I'd rather go Gibbs. I feel safer with Gibbs. As a Cup owner myself, I am very, very reluctant to fully endorse Cooper Kupp. I think you have to start him, but you don't feel good about it. I would go Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is safer. My name Jim. We have 30 minutes. We gotta move quickly. Josh Downs or OBJ? I'm definitely gonna go Josh Downs. I love the matchup for Josh Downs this week. Very, very good spot. Very high upside. And Beckham is a little more touchdown dependent. I think there's a safer floor for Downs. And Beckham is a little more injured at the moment. Gonna go Josh Downs 100%. I have him like 13 spots higher. I have him at number 28. OBJ, I have it number 41. Give me Josh Downs, 100%. But Steelers versus Browns or Broncos versus Steelers versus Bengals or Broncos versus Browns. I think I have the Steelers ranked higher. I believe I have the Steelers at number 5. Yes, I do. The Steelers I have at number 5. The Broncos I have at number 8. Give me the Steelers. I trust the Steelers a little bit more. In division, I think they're hungrier for the win after last week's debacle. I think they'll be very poised, very sharp after firing a coach, even if it's on offense. Give me the Steelers against Cincinnati. But Chris Corona is asking T-Law or Kyler Murray. I'm going to go T-Law. It is close. I do think there's a safe floor with Kyler. I have him at number 12, but I have Trevor at number 10. I have him a couple spots higher. I think there's higher touchdown upside with Trevor. I have him as a potential 25-point type of option. I think he's a safer ceiling play but Kyler maybe has the better floor, but probably not going to go over 20 points. I would go with Trevor Lawrence over Kyler Murray. But Chris Corona also asking, who do we start at flex? Josh Downs, Kyron, or London? Um, I'm going to go Josh Downs over London. However, I'm going to go with Kyron Williams of the three. I think Kyron Williams is very safe, really good matchup against Arizona, and I think he's the more likely to score a touchdown. I will be going with Kyron Williams. I have Kyron number 12. I have Josh Downs at 28. I'm going to go with the running back in that spot. If it was full PPR, I'd probably go Josh Downs, but in half PPR, I'm going to go with Kyron Williams. Good luck to you. But Brandon is asking full PPR, Devin Singletary or Demario Douglas. Thanks. Also, what's your skincare routine? You're glowing, my guy. It's funny. A week ago, my skin was looking like shit. I had some bad fucking zits last week. Honestly, that's not really like a big thing I like care about. I have like some Dr. Bronner's shave soap, and I just started washing more of my face with it. That's all I do. That's literally all I do. The Dr. Bronner's shave soap is my skincare routine. But full PPR, it's organic. That's the only thing I'll say. But full PPR, Devin Singletary or Demario Douglas. I'm gonna go Singletary, 100%. Singletary would be my go-to there. I don't worry about Pierce too much. I still think they're going to lean on Singletary, and he's just been on fire lately. I know it's full PPR, but if there's one guy that's going to score a touchdown here, it'd be Singletary, and that negates any of the PPR points you're going to get. From Douglas, you're going to get way more yards with Devin Singletary. So I'm going to go Singletary over Demario Douglas, 100% in my opinion. But good afternoon from Aura. Full PPR, running back 2, Najee or Javonte? I think I'm going to go Javonte. I have Javonte at number 22. I have Najee at number 27. Yeah, I'm going to go Javonte. I think there's a safer role for Javonte with Warren playing so well. I think Najee is a little bit hard to trust at the moment. I'm going to go with Javonte. I don't love the matchup against the Browns, but I think they want to run it a ton with Javonte in Denver, and I do think they win this game. I'm going to go Javonte Williams. I think he has a higher touchdown upside than Najee. They both have a similar floor, though. In terms of volume and yards, I'm going to go with Javonte Williams over Najee. But Patrick is saying that it's Demario Pop Douglas. Okay. The question earlier was from Aaron Holloway, and he was asking Pop or Deontay Johnson. If you're still watching, I think I'm going to go Deontay Johnson. Think so. He's been terrible lately. Damn, that's a good question. Fuck. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Deontay Johnson. I feel a little more confident in his talent. I don't trust Mac Jones, and with a new offensive coordinator, I think they're going to try to use Deontay Johnson a little bit more. That's probably one of the reasons why they fired Matt Canada, because Deontay was like so unused the last couple games. Gonna go Deontay Johnson. There's probably a lower floor than Demario, but I think Deontay would have a higher ceiling. I'd go Deontay, but good luck there. Good luck indeed. But Moby Watches is asking Kyler or Stroud need a big week as an underdog. I'm gonna go with Stroud. Stroud has 3 straight games with over 300 yards passing, and I have him 3 spots above Kyler. Kyler has a decent floor, but you need that rushing touchdown. He's not throwing passing touchdowns right now. And I think Stroud is just way safer, has better weapons, better offense, and more likely shootout potential against Jacksonville this week. I'm going to go with Stroud, way higher upside, similar floor. Like I think Kyler gets you 17 points, kind of like locked in, but not more than 20. Whereas Stroud either gives you like 15 or like closer to 30. So I'm going to go with Stroud. If you need the bigger week, I'm definitely going to go with Stroud. Way higher upside, way higher ceiling with CJ Stroud. Good luck to you, Moby. But Big Daddy, I feel kind of weird saying that as your name. But I think I'm going to start Tommy DeVito again. Wish me luck. Yeah, you're going to need it, bro. Holy shit, that's not a safe option against Belichick. Yikes. Last week I was wrong about him. He actually had a good game, but the Commanders matchup was way better than I was giving him credit for. But yeah, good luck there. I'm gonna go with Tommy DeVito. And you have to go with Tommy DeVito. I don't know what I'm saying. You got me confused. Yeah, good luck with Tommy DeVito. That's what I meant to say. But Lucky Yang, Madison or Marquise Brown. Not sure who to start, boss. Yeah, that's a rough spot there. I don't feel good about Marquise Brown at all, bro. Marquise has been shit with Kyler the last two games. It's been terrible for Hollywood. So I think I'm gonna go Madison. I don't love the matchup against Chicago, but I think there's a higher floor with Madison. Hollywood has that heel injury, and he's barely giving you like 3, 4 points. He's been fucking terrible the last two games. I don't trust Hollywood right now. I'm gonna go Madison. Don't feel great about it, but I think there's more volume in line for Madison. The matchup isn't great, but I think I trust him a little bit more than Hollywood right now. Hollywood is just so fucking risky. Give me Madison over Marquise Brown. But Tyreek Taylor is asking CJ Stroud or Fields full PPR. I mean, I don't think the PPR setting matters for quarterback, but I have Fields top six. I have Stroud at number 9. I trust Fields rushing upside way more, and I think he has that 30-point upside you're looking for. Give me Justin Fields over CJ Stroud. If you remove that blow up game for like 40 points a few weeks ago against the Bucks, then CJ Stroud has been a little bit more average. And while he does have that upside as well, I think Fields is a little bit more interesting. I would go Justin Fields over CJ Stroud. I like Fields quite a bit. I trust him a lot. But Earl L is asking Josh Downs or Devontae Smith. Got to go Devontae Smith. With no Dallas Goedert, they're going to lean more heavily on Devontae Smith for at least this week and next week. I think we're going to get at least two more games where Goddard is out. And I think that's why you got to trust Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is really, really safe at the moment. And I have Downs number 28. I love the matchup for him, but I'm not as confident as I am in Devontae Smith, who I have top 15 at number 13. I will go Devontae Smith. He's been a little better lately, more trustworthy, and I think you're going to get close to 100 yards. With Devontae, there's usually like one like super deep pass that hits for Devontae, whereas Josh Downs is a little more of a check down machine. I'm going to go Devontae Smith over Josh Downs. But you're also asking Henry or Kyron Williams. I will be going with Kyron Williams. I love the matchup for Henry, but I don't trust him right now. If it wasn't against Carolina, I wouldn't rank him top 20. He's been fucking terrible lately. I do not trust Henry at the moment. He's been tackled behind the line of scrimmage so much lately. Meanwhile, I think Kyron Williams gets a decent workload here, and he gets so many touches on the goal line. They definitely run it in LA way more than they throw it in the red zone. So I'm going to go Kyron Williams over Derrick Henry. I think Henry has way more bust potential. He could have a good game because the Panthers fucking suck. But I think from a floor standpoint, you're getting way safer scoring from Kyron Williams. I'm going to go Kyron over Derrick Henry. But good luck to you, Earl. Chris says, I love you, man. I love you too, bro. Thank you very much. But 808 Dole is asking Bob Dole here. Okay, Bob Dole. Nice. I need one wide receiver, one running back, and one flex. Kupp, Addison, Christian Kirk, Ridley, Kamara, Taylor, and Henry. Okay. One receiver, one running back, and one flex. At receiver, I think you have to go with Kupp. I don't feel good about it, but I think you have to. Shit. If you don't want to, I get it. I totally understand if you don't want to. If you just didn't want to trust Kupp at all, then I think I'd go Ridley for the upside, but I actually have Kirk one spot higher. I think Kirk has the safest floor. But I could be wrong. Ridley has gone over 100 yards every fucking week that Zay Jones is available. It just hasn't happened much on the year. So that's why Ridley has so many bad games. Ridley's fucking scary. Ridley is scary. So, damn. I don't trust Addison. I think if you just wanted the safest floor, I'd go Christian Kirk. But if you wanted that upside, I'd go Ridley. But if you were going with like who you have to go with, it would be Cooper Kupp. He had the most targets before going down. Puka didn't really see any until that happened, and I don't feel great about it, but I think I just have to go with Kupp. So I think I'm going to go with Kupp at receiver. My next best option, I think, would be Ridley. But both of them are risky as fuck. That's a tough spot there, man. Good luck there. But at running back, I'm definitely going to go Kamara. Kamara's catching like 6+ receptions every week. Got to go with Kamara. And then at flex, I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor. I trust Taylor way more than these other receivers. And then Henry, I feel really worried about. The matchup is good for Henry, but he's just been so shit last 2 games. I don't feel good about him at all. I kind of feel like they might pivot to Tyjae Spears soon. Don't feel good with Henry at the moment. So I'm going to go Kamara, Taylor, and Kupp. But damn, that's a tough spot there. Kamara is guaranteed. Taylor feels like a very safe floor play. The matchup's not great, but he's usually getting a lot of volume, so got to roll him out there. And then at receiver, I think I'm going to go with Kupp. Just because I have to. I think you have to. But damn, good luck there. If you wanted to go Ridley over Kupp, I wouldn't blame you. Even if you wanted to go Christian Kirk instead, I wouldn't blame you either. But I would not go Addison. I would not start Addison. That's for sure. Jay is asking Kyron or White. Ooh, I have them back to back. I have Rachaad White number 11. I have Kyron number 12. I think Rachaad White has the much better matchup. The Colts have allowed 9 touchdowns to the position in the last 5 games. I'm going to go Rachaad White, but it's very close. I'm a little bit worried about the limited practice for Rachaad on Friday, but the fact that he didn't miss it entirely, I think is fine. I think Rachaad will get his touches. I'm still going to go with Rachaad White. Let me just make sure he's not missing the game. Let me check the inactives real quick. Yeah, Rachaad White is active. I'm not worried about Rachaad White at all. Yeah. I'm going to go Rachaad White. The matchup's so good. He's getting so much volume. And off of IR, Kyron could be a little bit disappointing. It is possible. I do think Kyron scores a touchdown. I think they both score a touchdown, though. But I think Rachaad catches more passes. I'm going to go with Rachaad White in an elite matchup against the Colts over Kyron Williams. But we have 15 minutes. Let's try and answer all of these questions real quick. Spitfire, SpitQ01 Fire is asking Downs or Addison. Definitely give me Josh Downs. I have them pretty close, actually, but it is just because Jefferson is not going to play, but I really love the matchup for Josh Downs. I have Downs 2 spots higher than Addison. I have him at 28. Addison, I have at 30. I'm going to go Josh Downs. The matchup's way better, and I think there's way more upside with Minshew. Addison is not catching any touchdown receptions from Josh Dobbs. Addison has no touchdown upside. Downs has the higher ceiling, 100%. Give me Josh Downs. But Eric Fortis is saying, here we go, PPR sit 1. Thielen, Devontae Smith, Puka, and running backs are Gus, Ford, and Barkley. Okay. The receiver that I'm sitting, I assume you're asking me to sit one of both positions. I'm sitting Thielen. I'm definitely starting Devontae Smith and Puka. Those are the 2 receivers I'm going with. And then at running back, I'm going with Barkley 100%. I'm also going with Gus 100%. And those would be my 2 to start at running back. So the 2 running backs are Barkley and Gus. The 2 receivers are Smith and Puka. And then if you still need a flex between Ford and Thielen, I think I'm going to go Thielen. I think you have a safer floor with Thielen. Ford scored a touchdown last week, but that's usually not what he offers you. I'm going to go Thielen over Ford if that's your flex decision. So if there's only one of these 6 that you're benching, it would be Jerome Ford. But if you're also benching another receiver, it would be Adam Thielen. He would be my flex over Jerome Ford, though I'm starting all the other 4. Good luck, Eric. But Sinhu Estrada is asking Kyron Williams or Jalen Warren. Going to go Kyron Williams. Warren's volume is still a little bit concerning. That upside is so tempting, though, but he's a little more touchdown dependent, and I think Kyron will get more goal line work. He was full in practice all week long, and I do still think he's going to see about 18-plus touches. Warren might still only get you 11, 12 touches in that offense, but there is some elite upside for Jalen Warren at the end of the day. I think Jalen Warren could be the guy, to be honest with you. But until we like fully see him overtake Najee completely, it's a little hard to endorse. It feels weird to bench Jalen right now, but just because of volume, I'm gonna go with Kyron Williams. I'm very tempted to tell you Jalen Warren though. I wouldn't blame you at all if you went with Warren. Warren kind of feels like a must start at the moment, but I do think that Kyron is going to get more volume. That's why I'm going to go with Williams over Warren. But Kuya G68 is asking PPR need two receivers, Evans, Pittman, or Thielen. I'm going to go with Evans and Pittman. I do not trust Thielen to find the end zone. I think Pittman has an elite matchup this week, and Evans almost always scores a touchdown. Give me Mike Evans and Michael Pittman. I am benching Adam Thielen. But Abraham Pena is asking Warren or Cup at flex. I think you have to go Cup, but honestly, I think I have both of them on my subscriber league fantasy team, and I think I have more confidence in Jalen Warren. Actually, feels really weird to say. I think you're getting a decent ceiling with Warren, but if that touchdown doesn't hit, he could fall back down to earth. I think I have to go Cup, but I don't feel good about it. Fuck it, go Jalen Warren. Fuck it. Fuck it. But Bob Dole, 808 Dole, saying, love you, my dude. Appreciate the help. You're welcome, man. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If y'all haven't already, please hit that like button for me. Please subscribe to the channel as well. Looks like we have, how many likes do we have on this video right now? We have 9 likes, 16 watchers. Please hit that like button if I've answered your question. If you haven't done so already, let's boost that like total for this video. We have 9 likes, 18 viewers. Hit that like button for me. But thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. But Jim Coop, we have 10 minutes. We got to answer these questions quickly. Rapid fire here. In a PPR, need a running back and a flex. Cook, Warren, or Godwin? Thank you. Gonna go with Jalen Warren. I think Warren has the higher upside, has been playing on fire lately. Gonna go with Jalen Warren. I do not trust the upside for Godwin. And then Cook, I do not think scores a touchdown this week. I'm gonna go with Warren. James Cook has a terrible matchup. Give me Jalen Warren. But my name, Jim Nice or Blunt? I'm going to go Blunt. I'd rather be more blunt than just nice. Give me Blunt over nice. But Sinhu Estrada, Kyron or Warren? I think I just answered this question. I feel like I just had the question. But yes, I did. I'm going to go with Kyron because I think there's more volume. But Tariq Taylor, Henry or Hunt, full PPR. Going to go Derrick Henry. I think if Kareem Hunt does not score a touchdown, he doesn't really offer you anything. And in elite matchup, I think Henry is top 20 this week. I have Hunt outside the top 30. I'm going to go with Derrick Henry over Kareem Hunt. But Michael Sivins, Javonte or Adams, full PPR. Gonna go Adams and full PPR. I gotta favor the receiver. I feel a little bit worried about it, to be honest with you. The Chiefs are elite at stopping number one receivers, but I think with 13 targets the last 2 games for Davante Adams, I gotta go Adams. I think you gotta trust your studs in this spot. Gonna go Davante Adams over Javonte. But Adams or Josh Downs, full PPR, I think it's the same situation. Got to trust your studs. There is some risk. The Chiefs, as I mentioned, really shut down number one receivers, but it's just the matchup that makes you confident in Downs. I have Downs at 28. I still have Adams, top 12. I'm going to go Davante Adams over Josh Downs. But Sinhu is saying, thank you, bro. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being an audience member. But Howard Mighty, will Christian Kirk get more points than Debo? Yes, I do believe Christian Kirk will be better than Debo. I know Debo scored a touchdown. How many points did Debo actually put up? I want to see that. Debo scored. Oh no, Debo scored 18.9. Okay, that's better than I expected. No, I do not think Christian Kirk will put up 19 points. I think Debo will have a better game than Christian Kirk this week. But that's not how I ranked them originally. I had more confidence in Kirk going into the week, but Debo had a great game on Thursday. But Willie Mammoth, start Pacheco and Bijan over Gus and Mixon. I think I'm going to go Gus over Pacheco. I'm definitely starting Bijan, but I actually have Gus like one spot higher than Pacheco. Yeah, I have him back-to-back. I think there's a safe floor with Pacheco, but I think Gus is a guarantee to score a touchdown this week. He has like 9 in his last 4 games. I would go with Gus Edwards over Isaiah Pacheco with more touchdown upside. No, there's no Mark Andrews, so they're going to lean on Gus. In the red zone, definitely give me Gus over Pacheco, but barely. I'm going to go Bijan over Mixon, 100% though. But Howard Mighty, can we trust Gibbs and the Lions? I think so. I think, it was a division game on Thanksgiving. I just don't think they were as ready to play as the Packers were. And usually Gibbs offers you a touchdown. I'm going to rank him top 10 moving forward. I still trust Gibbs very much. But Tariq says, much love, bro. You're the goat. I appreciate it. I am a goat. I am a Capricorn. We are the goats of the zodiac. But thank you very much. Wooly Mammoth says, thank you, nice and blunt. I love your videos, bro. Thank you, pal. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. But let's keep moving. McDeck9 is at the flex. Jamar Chase or Ramondre Stevenson. I think I got to stick with Chase. I think even though I'm worried about the quarterback, got to stick with Chase. I got him number 20. I got Stevenson at like number 26. I'm going to go with Jamar Chase. I don't feel great about it, but I think you have to. I think there's more likelihood that Chase scores a touchdown. That is kind of the only saving grace. You're hoping for the better volume, but with no T. Higgins, going to go with Jamar Chase this week. But Michael Simmons, thank you for your time, brother. You're welcome. Thank you for watching and commenting and hitting that like button for me, everyone. But Kyle Singer, Chandler, or Davis flex full PPR? Fuck. I feel so risky with Gabe Davis right now, but I think I have to do it. If one of them has the higher upside, it's definitely Gabe Davis. You might get a bagel from Davis. It's always a factor. He's been terrible last 2 weeks, but Ty Chandler could give you 2-3 points, and it doesn't matter either way. I think I'm going to go with Gabe Davis. If there's one of them that really goes off for like an elite game, it would be Gabe Davis. I don't think there's any scenario where Chandler gives you 10 points. So, I'm going to go with Gabe Davis over Ty Chandler. But thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Also, thank you for hitting that like button. Kyle Singer, thank you very much. But Terrell T, PPR, Addison, or London? Holy shit, I think I have them back-to-back. That's a good question. I have Addison at 30, Drake London at 33. I think they're both just floor plays. I don't think either scores a touchdown, but I'm going to go with Jordan Addison. Last week was a bad matchup against Surtain, so I think he will bounce back, get you closer to 8-9 points. And I think London is just a floor play. The matchup against Lattimore is not a good one. So I'm going to go with Addison. I'm going to trust my rankings, stick with Addison as the number one receiver in Minnesota while he is behind TJ Hawkinson. I think I trust Josh Dobbs more than I trust Desmond Ridder. Give me Addison over London in full PPR. But Howard Mighty, Dolphins defense, Chargers defense, or Tampa defense for week 13? Good question. Who do I have the highest? The Dolphins already played. I like the Dolphins the most, but they're already played. If they're on your bench, then they're locked. So the Dolphins already played. I do have the Bucks over the Chargers. I'm going to go Tampa over the Chargers. Good luck there. Defense is always fluky, but isn't Davis due? He is kind of due, but I worry that Khalil Shakir has overtaken him. That's my only concern with Gabe Davis. He didn't get a single target last week. Meanwhile, Khalil had a great game, that deep touchdown. Lattimore is out? Oh, interesting. Okay, then I would go Drake London. I would go Drake London over Addison. Yeah. If Lattimore is out, then London has a much better matchup. He's been pretty solid against New Orleans, averaging 6 for 72 in 2 games last year. I think I would go London over Addison. Addison is more of a floor play, but if there's no Lattimore, then London has the higher ceiling. Give me Drake London over Jordan Addison in that spot. But sorry, I kind of got distracted from Kyle Singer's point. At some point, he should go off. He always has the potential to do that, but I worry about Khalil Shakir having overtaken him. That's genuinely my concern. But Anthony Provencio is asking Josh Jacobs or Kyron Williams. I think I'm going to still trust Josh Jacobs. Jacobs is getting such high volume. They're really leaning on him heavily in that offense. I have him close. I have Jacobs at 9. I have Kyron at 12. But I do prefer Josh Jacobs. I think there's just more volume for Jacobs. I worry about the Chiefs matchup, like legitimately. But just because we haven't seen Kyron in over a month, I do think there's a little bit of risk with Williams more so than Jacobs. He's just more of a guarantee. I think there's more volume for Jacobs at the end of the day. Give me Josh Jacobs over Kyron Williams. But it looks like we've answered every question at this point. I'm glad I was able to catch up all the way. But let me make sure I have all my lineup set. I have. I'm probably going to lose in the subscriber league. I'm probably going to miss the playoffs. I've just been decimated by injuries. And Brock Purdy only got me 12. I need him to put up 20 points to feel good every week. So that's a bummer. But I'm definitely going with Jalen Warren and Javonte Williams. I'm tempted to go with Drake London now that I know that Lattimore is out, if that is indeed the case. But yeah, I'm going to stick with who I got in my lineup. I'm going to go with Pittman. Love Pittman this week. Cup, I just have to start him. I just fucking have to roll with the punches there. But Jalen hopefully gives me another 25-point game. I'm really hoping that's the case. I'm down in the projection pretty mightily. But then Kate Otten is my tight end. I don't have Goddard. I'm fucking screwed at tight end right now. And then Javonte, I just acquired with Pittman in a trade. I got rid of Derrick Henry and Zay Jones because I'm a little desperate. At 5-6, I was 5-3, but I've lost 3 in a row, and it's been brutal as of late. So yeah, Goddard's on my IR. Don't feel good about my team anymore. I was feeling good mid-season, but had like a 4-game win streak going, but it's just been downhill since. Lost 3 straight. But my PPR team, I have 1 minute. Is my lineup set? I got Herbert, Etienne, Devontae, Dalton, Kincaid, Bijan, Calvin Ridley, and the Broncos defense. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. That's what I'm going with. I'm very tempted to go with Josh Downs, but I think I'm going to go with Ridley. I think there's more upside. I'm projected to lose. Gonna go with Ridley and hope for the best. Whew. Wish me luck, everyone. I wish you luck as well. Wish you luck. And it's been fun. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. But kickoff is upon us. It's time for the games to start, and it's time to watch some football. I will see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow with some win-loss picks. And thank you for watching Nice and Blunt.